Hello, it's me again. Hopefully this is the last time you'll be hearing stories from me because I am hoping that my friends will become victim to the whole storytelling thing. But I'm going to take this. I was going to take this opportunity to tell the story about how I hit a small blonde woman with my car. It was a hilarious tale that happened probably 5 years ago. But as I was thinking about that story and bad driving, my mind went straight to Shelly, which those of you who knew her know that she was a terrible, terrible fast driver. And she knew it and loved it. Her license plate actually said drives too fast, which I thought was pretty much the best way of getting the cops' attention as you speed by at 100 miles an hour. But anyway, the story I'm going to tell is actually a classic Shelly moment that I think a lot of us remember. I know her parents love this story, and it just speaks so much to who she was. So it was our senior year of high school, and I was a pom girl, and she was a cheerleader, and it was game day. So I was leaving early. It must have been during early bird band. Very cool. And I had on my pom outfit. There must have been an assembly. I don't remember the specifics, but I had on my pom's uniform. It was freezing, but of course I wore my skirt with nothing under it because that's what you do in high school. And my hair was in rollers because, again, we would show up to school like hair and rollers, take them out, and just like do the very glamorous head shake and be beautiful the rest of the day. So anyway, I was on my way to school in my Dodge Shadow, my very cute red Dodge Shadow, and I got a couple blocks away and it stopped running. I at least got it pulled over to the side, but I'm freaking out, like running. It's late. We have to be to band. I think it was 6:30 a.m. So I'm running. Of course, I trip and fall up my stairs, bloody knees with the pom skirt. Everything is just going wrong. So immediately, like, who else am I going to call? Ring to Shelly, who was always running late. She should have been gone. She lived further away than I did. But of course she wasn't. And as soon as I tell her the issue, she jumps into superhero mode, which she always does. And she's like, just stay where you are. I'll be right there. And then that's the last I hear from her for a little bit as I'm sitting there outside my house because I had locked the door and didn't bring keys, high school kids stuff, not that smart. So I'm sitting there in the freezing cold with a bloody knee and rollers in my hair, and to me, it's just, I'm having the worst morning ever. I can't believe this has happened. So some time goes by, and she should have been to my house by now, and I'm kind of sitting there wondering what's going on. I eventually call, and her dad answers, and he does not sound happy. As much as I love stupid John, which only Shelly and I get to call him that, as much as I love him, he used to get mad at us a little bit when we would do super stupid things. And this was one of them. He just said, she's on her way. And that's all I heard. So she pulls up, and then I hear her side of the story. So we're going to rewind back. We're in the Warner residence. She gets the call. She freaks out. She has to leave. She has to save her friend. She was running outside, gets in her, I forget what she drove. She had a funny little red car that always smelled bad because ketchup fell into the air conditioning vent and spoiled there. But anyway, again, I'm sure John loved that as well. So anyway, she gets in her car. She, just starts it up, pulls out. It's pitch dark, by the way, because it's 6:30 in the morning, and no one should be in their car at that time. But she pulls out, and all of a sudden this ray of light appears out of nowhere. And she sits there for a second, and then turns around, and realizes the garage door had been shut, and is now halfway over her car, and very, very, very broken. So broken that she can't even get out. Like, there's no way to open the garage door. There's no way to get her car out. It's a big mess. Eventually, I don't remember. I think she picked me up in her mom's car that morning. But, again, she just whizzes in and kind of tells the story like, oh, this happened this morning. And I'm just looking at her like, you ran through your garage door this morning, and now you're here picking me up to get to school. Like, what? And it's a normal day in Shelly's life. Like, she was crazy and flighty and wonderful. And anyway, we laugh about it all the way there. I think she had called her boyfriend and told him, I'm sorry, I just realized we didn't have cell phones, but somehow her high school boyfriend knew what had happened. And so he told the band teacher we were going to be late. We pull in, we're running up. It's a little embarrassing, but it's like, oh, no one knows. People are late all the time. So we walk into our marching band positions, and over the loudspeaker, Mr. Mott, our beloved marching coach, mentioned, like, let's welcome Bree and Shelly. There was a little bit of an accident. Garage door was a casualty. Told everybody, and everybody clapped for us. And it was one of the most embarrassing moments in high school for me, because I thought band people were cool. They were not nerds. I still stand by that. And I always wanted to impress them. So anyway, that is one of my favorite Shelly stories. When I see it in a movie, it's all happening slow-mo until she rams into the garage with her car. So anyway, maybe another day I'll tell you about the small blonde woman that I hit. But that's it for today. And now I want to get into the thank you portion, because we got a lot of donations last night and this morning. Hopefully they'll keep coming. I learned that there's not a secret society out to send hate mail to people who donate. So I am going to give first and last names for recognition, because we cannot be more touched by the donations we've gotten so far. We've already hit 500, and we're going for 800, and again, it means so much to us. So without further ado, the yellow pad is here. I'm just gonna go quickly through the list of everybody who's donated up until today. So we've got Jamie and Jean Seacrest, Haley, Michael, I want to start over. Haley, Michelle, I can't read my own handwriting. If you could see this, can you see this? Yeah, I need to work on that. Okay, so Haley, Michelle, and Brad Bridgewater, Andy Jansen, Steve and Shauna Strum, Mike Oberhaus, Brad and Polly Guy, Carrie Craig, Brad Burt, Kelly McGraw, Chad and Kelly Thomas, John Henninger, Leah Severson, Joe Scrow, Amy Fox, Maggie and Brandon Jenkins, Joe and Kate Cardell, Jeremy Benson, Jack and Margot Sarman, and Mike Oberhaus informs me that he loved my rubber story so much that he donated again, which, I can't tell you how great that makes me feel, not because of the rubber story, but because Mike is an old friend who hung around with me and Shelly on Friday nights when we didn't go out. We sat and played trivia and ate cheese. So anyway, again, thank you so much. Keep the donations coming. We so appreciate it. Thank you.